Hi, um, my name is Cheyenne, and I'm going to present my editorial reaction rebuttal project. I am presenting my topic on anxiety and how it affects the way we judge, the way people are meant to learn and understand that we all go through the same thing but interpret it in different ways. The article that I chose for this topic was one that I'm going to respond to and also rebuke in a way. So from the New York Times on March 30th of 2019, Heather Murphy stated her title as How Pain Tolerance and Anxiety Seem to Be Connected. While reading this article, I found that several topics that Heather mentioned were not clear. She said that in her first opening statement, the notion that the same gene could be responsible for the way a person processes physical and psychological pain left me be perplexed. This first quote threw me, but also enticed me. I wanted to learn more about the topic at hand, but only got questioned. She said that people are driven to be cheerful, but also mad. And I understand that there are two levels of anxiety to everyone, but that doesn't mean that you can state a topic that is both physical and psychological without actually coming to the topic at hand. So I wish that Heather could have dove into more on that topic of how it could psychologically mess with our brains, but also incorporate it with how it can physically, because obviously anxiety can be physical. We've all seen it, we've all gone through it. The second part of this I was actually kind of interested in was how could a genetic mutation wipe out anxiety? This was another subtopic that Heather wrote in the New York Times. One quote was, block the cannabinoid receptors and anxiety will increase. Boost the cannabinoid receptors and anxiety will fall. Studies have shown the receptors also affect how people experience physical pain. Now, she should have put this into that first article, that first subtype of this article, because I feel that this quote really entices me because it shows that the receptors in our brain analyze and send out to our body what we're feeling. So when we feel anxiety, when we feel that anger, that depression, we get it from our head. But I don't understand why she didn't add it to that first subtype. But I agree with it. And then one more quote in a subreddit of this article that I found was, if you have anxiety, it makes your perception of pain worse. He said, and if two patients are facing the exact same kind of injury, that one with the more anxiety tends to have a higher COMPLET score. And people who are most sensitive to physical pain are more upset by rejection. This quote I feel the most attached to because I have really mild anxiety. So for me, I get where Heather is coming from in this article and in this statement. I understand that my pain tolerance is very high, but I also get anxiety right from the moment I feel pain. I got all these questions and all these answers that aren't being projected because I'm feeling so much anxiety, so much anticipation of what's going to happen next. And the reason why I chose this article to rebut and also to respond to was because of the fact that I do have anxiety, but I'm also a psychology major. So I understand the anxiety and the depression it can leave on our brains and its everlasting effect. I understand where Heather is coming from in this article from the New York Times, but I also don't get certain subtitles in this article not aligning with the actual statement of her title for this article, which is how pain tolerance and anxiety seem to be connected. She didn't really hit on the terms of how they are connected, but she also did hit on the terms of how they are connected. She threw in all different kinds of statements and false advertising remarks. So I feel like this article was something that I could show that she is making a point, but she's also leaning away from her point. So she's adding in so many different things. So for this article, I wanted to show the differences in how information can be read correctly, but also how information can be read debunctly. And I chose this one because I understand anxiety and I go through anxiety and I'm living through anxiety right now with this whole entire virus. So I wanted to hit a topic that was really important to me and to also challenge myself into analyzing an article that has been published by the New York Times. That was my editorial rebuttal and response project. Thank you.